Randomly, on October 30th, Nintendo released the trailer for the Animal Crossing 3.0 update. Free 3.0 update. Even though they said they wouldn't do that. So, I don't know what that's about. Which inspired me to play 30 more days of my island cream soda. Yup. We're back in! And excited to experience the update. The first 10 days will be getting prepared for 3.0, and I do have some goals, like obtaining every flower and every fossil, but ultimately, we're just trying to have fun with this update. So please make sure to subscribe, it helps out a ton, and let's get into the next 30 days. I forgot this place looks kind of good. Well, the parts that are decorated. Aw, it's good to be back. I know it probably hasn't been long for y'all, but it's been like, ooh, a while for me. We're back in! And I wanted to see everyone immediately, ignoring all of my gross weeds. I said hi to Barbara, Molly, who gave me this cute bunny hood that I became obsessed with, Rhonda, and Maddie. I forgot we had Marcel. He's not even home. Hello! He's so cute! It is you! What's up? Yeah, of course I would react like that. I then saw Lyman, Kid, Monty, and Carlos, thus meeting everyone. This was the time to do my normal dailies though. Of course, really wanting to complete my fossils, but the probability will probably be very low. But thank God I visited the museum, cause guess who I forgot about? Yeah, we have Brewster to go find. Taking a quick boat ride, I head over to an almost deserted island where I find Brewster. I tell him a little owl sent me and he apparently knew what that meant, giving me my first little gyroid fragment. Apparently, all it needs is to be put in the ground and watered to become a full-fledged gyroid. This was not the last time we were gonna meet new people today, as since Flo sadly left the island the last 30 days, it was not autofilling for some reason, meaning I needed to go and find a villager myself. My only requirement is that they needed to be a big sister villager. And I met a lot of cute people. Fauna? Rodeo? It was obvious that I was being a little too specific. So instead, I decided to use an amiibo. Who did I bring to the island? It was honestly a toss-up between Renee and Quinn, but I think we're gonna go with Quinn. Yes, I decided to bring a newer Animal Crossing villager to the island, but little did I know she would not be that easy to recruit. Meeting her at Cream Soda's campsite, she wanted me to build her a piece of furniture. Okay, I can do that. Like maybe she'll want to stay in the town after that. Oh, okay. So, I guess I'll have to invite her again. Which is exactly what I did bright and early day 2. This time, she wanted me to make her a wooden table, which was really expensive, but okay. Leaving me completely rejected again. But hey, maybe that's fine, because why is that not a Dr. Pepper in her hand? Wing? You get it. Apparently, I forgot to talk to Blathers yesterday about Brewster. So after giving him some fossils to examine, he explains he wants to have Brewster come on the island and open a cafe in the museum. Meaning he will be closed tomorrow. So in his honor, I dug up my fresh new gyroids, how cute, and placed them in my museum's outdoor cafe. He would love this. Other big accomplishment today was donating another 100,000 bells to Harvey's Island, this time getting Reese and Cyrus. As I think to have a cute little 5-star island, I'm gonna need some refurbishing. Speaking of my not so cute island, I started a flower gradient above my cafe, which I have never done before, so it looks a little shabby right now. So that meant I also had to start a flower breeding area to get the ones I don't have. During this process, I actually tried to place a bunch of fencing because maybe that's what it'll take for me to get 5 stars, but no. And also, if we're gonna have tourists from the 3.0 update, I do actually want them to come to a nice island, not this. Ending my day, I put down an incline to then finish it immediately. The weather was a little shady this morning, literally. But the only real news we had is that the museum was closed for today. I ran around my island doing various little tasks, and then decided it was time to see some alpacas. That I put a pretty penny towards getting, so I grabbed some items I wanted to customize and headed to Harvey's. With Cyrus, I'm able to refurbish items I wouldn't normally be able to, this time just using my own bells. But I think it's worth it. While I was here, I also got another haircut from Harriet, being quite literally the worst one yet. Oh god, get rid of it. With my newfound items, I decided it was time to actually start decorating the empty parts of my island. Starting first with a tree farm next to my resident service center. I quite liked the idea, and apparently so did Monty. But I do realize I do not have cherries or peaches, and maybe I'll get them sooner or later. Over by Monty's house, I actually started plans for a carnival, getting to put a little bridge there as well. But obviously, I just spent a lot of money, so paying that off will have to wait. Instead, using my Nook Miles to slowly buy items I needed. At the end of the day, I dragged Quinn over for the 3rd and final time, so she can be a new resident on my island. Of course, not before having to build her a bench. That I didn't even know how to make, so she had to give me instructions. Not only do we have our new guest Quinn on the island, but we also have our museum's cafe open. Yay! Why is it raining? What? Even with my multitude of fossils that I gave to inspect, I sadly could only donate 1, leaving me to wash my sadness down with a cup of coffee from our new pal Brewster. Of course, I wasn't alone here, as I was actually joined by Rhonda. How cute. Today was similar to yesterday's, working on my decorating, but this time, we're redoing my main entrance. With all my new design choices, it meant I needed to get many more Nook Miles, so I absolutely got started on that, getting a little salty in the process. What? Why? What? How? What did I do? It was just there, like, why? But I managed to get some things I wanted and ended my day with a sad little 4-star rating. So the weather just keeps getting worse, huh? Did not bother the mailman giving me all the crap I bought yesterday though, as well as this stranded seagull now chilling on my island. Hey man. I took the time to talk to my new villager and started working on my entryway with some cute new items. Finally investing in making myself a clear tile. Guys, if you have as many flowers as I do, get a clear tile. It eliminates so many unwanted flowers. I also decided that I wanted to move my house, which is something I was trying not to do, but all I'm doing is making my yard bigger, so it should be fine. So for now, I needed to put my house in a random spot, ending my day. Dude, when is it gonna stop raining? It's like June! Does June really rain that often? I don't think it does. What the heck? Yeah, I started off this very wet day by donating only 1 dinosaur, but also grabbing myself a cute little coffee while I was there, because this day was going to be long. Not for my explanation, but the time I spent actually in-game. I messed around with a ton of foliage on my island, making sure to put down my tiles. But with how much bells I was spending lately, I wanted to dedicate a pretty big portion of my day to hunting some creatures. It definitely didn't give me as much money as I expected, but I did do it for quite a while. And towards the end of my day, I moved my house back where it was originally, just a bit further back, and worked even more on the main section of my island. I don't know what this section is, but I know that Isabel likes fences, and putting them behind my villagers' houses isn't such a bad idea. But of course, that alone was not going to bump me up to 5 stars. On day 7, I started off with my usual routine, this time having Brewster tell me about to-go coffee. Ooh, thank you. But you may think after all the time I spent decorating and finally paying off the bridge at the top of my island that I would be spared from the rain. And you would be wrong. We're back, I guess. This time, I put some fencing around my newly placed home and even started working on this area I'm hoping to make like a DIY area, if you know what I mean. Like an outside workshop, almost. I just don't really have good furniture for it. It left an odd space beside it, so I made a cute little seating area with the help of Cyrus. And to end off my day, of course, I wanted to check out my rating, but was in for a pretty big shock. No way. What? Yay! Oh, I actually didn't think I'd get 5 stars. That's so nice. And my island still kind of looks like but that's fine. So, a couple days ahead of the 3.0 release, we did it. Officially getting my 5-star island. And look at that, the weather is all nice on day 8. And not just that, but apparently there's also a bug off happening today. So before joining in on the fun, I picked up a ton of unwanted flowers on my island that appeared after all the rain, donated fossils, and even made a golden watering can. I got this little recipe after getting 5 stars from Isabel, and now it can be used to get me golden roses. I hope. Nevertheless, it was bug time, so I met up with Flick, the bug enthusiast, who was eager to tell me about the event. Basically, I get 3 minutes to catch as many bugs as I can to rack up as many points as I can. Bugs that I can sell for profit, and points that I can use to earn items. Seemed simple enough, so obviously I took up the challenge. Doing pretty well, if I must say so myself. Ending my first run with a total of 8 bugs, earning me a whole 10 points. Though I did catch bugs I'd yet to discover, I didn't really care about donating them, so I sold them off to Flick, who pays a lot more than Timmy and Tommy. And because of that, I actually decided to do a bunch more rounds, giving me a bunch of cute new items. Except this one. What? Oh my god, no. I was spared for 1 day. Whatever. Despite that, today is a very special day as it was Kid's birthday. And we had a little visitor at the campsite. So I quickly strolled over to my goat's house with a shell for a present, but he liked it a lot, so who cares? After doing a bit of my dailies, I actually headed into the dinosaur exhibit to see what I was missing. But if you don't know, I have a giant fear of dinosaurs and am very terrified in here. Though through covered eyes, it doesn't seem like I'm missing too much. So I hope that means we can actually collect them all this run. I met my little campsite villager Chester, who is super cute, but not getting added to my island. So sorry. And spent most of my day working on the carnival, because this was the last day before I possibly had tourists on my island. So I needed to do everything I could last minute to make my island look perfect for the 3.0 update. Dude, I took a shower, I cleaned my room, all in preparation for this. Even though it came out early, which I was not expecting at all, but I'll take it. Why is it raining again? Dude, why can't I have like one day where it's not raining? Okay, whatever, let's just continue. Yay! How cool! Oh my god, this is so weird. Like, everything changes from this point on. Hotel will open as soon as the hotel staff finish their preparation. So it's not open yet. I'm so excited, but girl, it's raining. First thing I noticed walking around my island was a man on my beach. Excuse you? What? Resetti? Mr. Resetti here is our reset mole to help us whenever we need to clear things off of the island. Everything he picks up headed straight to our storage. And crazy enough, he can do the entire island for a super small price. Luckily for us, we get it free the first try, but I don't have anything to reset. So I'm sorry, pal. But now it was time to head on over to the new hotel. What? Oh, how weird. What? Oh wow, it's like all the way out here. Whoa. Oh my god, my sea diving. How's that gonna go? Ooh, catching all the big fish too? Ooh, I wonder. I needed to get myself out of this rain though, so I took myself inside, spotting some familiar faces. It's so nice to see them again. It feels like it was just last month. Yes, in this new building, we meet Capin's family, Leilani, Grams, and Layla. And we come to find out that none of the rooms are prepared yet. So they are asking me to help decorate them since Leilani doesn't think she can do well enough. Of course, I took on the job. Not because I wanted to, but because Grams wanted me to be a good swabby. Be a good swabby and lend her a hand, Yar. What does that mean? What? Okay, well now you're making it seem like I have to, which is making me not want to. Obviously, I did it anyways, being led to our first room, where the theme is gonna be seaside. Thank God they gave me more furniture, as my catalog is so small already. But sadly, I don't have my pro decorating license, making this a little more sad than it should have been. But I went ham with those fish. Look at them! Personally, I killed it. And it didn't take long for the room to find a guest as Doc arrived on the island. Literally. Like, look at him prowling around. This is super cute. I like this. He's just a dude on the island now. Ah! Me too! Outside of the building, however, Cap'n and Nook stood talking about a new DIY system, where if I complete the DIY request on the board, I get hotel tickets to use at the souvenir shop. Hotel tickets are also what I get when I complete the rooms. I decided to take a quick break to try some out, using the new multi-crafting feature, hello, and to see some of the new villager dialogue. But I didn't stay away for too long as I went back to make a Japanese style hotel room. And this one had all new 3.0 update furniture that I was super stoked to use. But honestly, I am not the greatest decorator, so don't be mean in the comments. I logged in to day 11, realizing it was raining, so I moved a couple days later. But apparently, being gone for too long alerted hotel staff. Look, I know I've been gone for a couple days, but hey. You have to go on the announcements to say that. I actually started the day off by digging some fossils, but noticed a little someone out of the corner of my eye. I wanted gruff ages ago. What do you mean I got gruff now? What? Hello. I am a resident here. I'm actually the resident, thank you very much. Wow, this game actually like hates me. What the heck? What, now? Go, 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 go. Gruff. But of course Animal Crossing isn't gonna let me have a goat, huh? Are you leaving? Oh no! Today's a nightmare! Oh, I have to say yes. Oh, foul sh**. Getting gruff on my island as a tourist and then making me get rid of kid. He's right there! He's listening in to this sad conversation. That's so messed up. Man, that means I'm gonna have to get another villager. I don't want to do that. Like at all. Hey, you wanna... Hey, move in! Spot's open. Ugh, he got fleas. In front of our guest? No, don't wave to him. He's got fleas. In front of our guest, bro. Gross. Thankfully for me, I actually got to donate some bones today, as well as my DIYs, making a ton so that I could get more hotel tickets. But decorating this time was a little more serious for me, as I got dressed for the occasion, entering the place to find Leilani looking at the mannequins. Yes, we can change the clothes of the mannequins or the tourists to wear, which is super cute, until I realized I am not giving them hats. Oh my god, Peck looks so bad. For today's build, I got to do a cute little ranch room. And I knew I wanted a kitchen in it, but that was about it. It came together in the end, and even though it looks pretty basic, it still looks pretty cute. I went straight for the next room, sadly picking the dreamy theme. I thought it would be easy, but I stubbornly wanted the main colors to be black and purple. So with my limited catalog, it looks bad. Definitely not the worst, but pretty bad. Ending my day there. Day 12 started off with the announcement of our very first fishing tourney that we would get to, but of course I had my dailies and some tourists to meet. Emmy, hey girl, you're on my last island. Aw, I missed her. She looks so good in this game. Cute. Whoa, what are you doing in here? Yeah, you're checking out my shops. I didn't know they could do that. That's kind of cool. What the heck? And yeah, big fan of the new outfits. Before my non-mandatory shift for the day, I got my decorating license so that I could use chandeliers, among other things. Then took myself over to make a diner room. This might be one of my best. I'm gonna say it now. Of course I needed a bed though, so I came up with the little day bed situation, but it all worked out and fit the theme. I continued on with the next room, a lodge room. And yeah, sure, I killed the theming, but it's definitely not as good as it could have been if my catalog was just a bit bigger. Ending my time at the hotel with quite a few hotel tickets. Oh my god. Look at this cute cat I can buy. Did you forget about the fishing tourney? Cool, because I totally did. It's basically the bug off, just with fish. But not gonna lie, it's a little harder. Crazy enough, I actually caught fish that I didn't have. And that probably means I have a lot more to keep collecting. At the end of the day, I had to say my goodbyes to Kid. Obviously, very depressing to see his room all packed up. Ending my day. Oh my gosh, I wasn't recording anything. No! Dude, I did so much. Look. Well, not really. Look at these guys. Aw, how sweet. Aw, so cute. I think that's from yesterday. Aw, how cute. Yo, I haven't even seen my golden flower yet. Oh, what did I miss? I'm getting a Dr. Pepper. I'm angry. Hold on. Okay, really the most important thing is that I now have a golden rose, yay, but no other cool new flowers. For my first room of the day, I wanted to be cool and different and do the frozen room. That was easily the dumbest idea I have ever had. Worst room I've made. Like, it's not even comparable and we just need to move on. The next was the luxurious room, as it has some 3.0 update furniture, but I also did pretty bad on this room. The colors just weren't working, so yeah. Today really just had some awful rooms. Big fan of this 3.0 cat, but not a big fan of having no fossils to donate. So of course I went to see Brewster for some coffee, but as I was leaving, he stopped me to give me a recipe for some cookies, which made me realize I dead don't know how to cook. Luckily for me, there's a DIY for that, making me now a professional chef or whatever. The hotel rooms are now officially finished, but Leilani tells me about a new type of room, the VIP room. A temporary room that I get to create, and once the day is over, the room goes away. Something I didn't realize at the time. I got to upgrade one of my guests, and of course I chose Sherry, as I had her in my new Leaf Town. Thank you if you watched that video. And thank you if you decide to subscribe. It really helps me out as we're trying to reach 50k subs. I didn't have to choose a theme, but I decided to make it a little spa room. That was looking real good, real quick. Love the blue, love the yellow, love the little guys in the bathtub. Yeah, Sherry was gonna love this. Ending my day actually paying off my house's loan. Yes, I still have that. Getting myself an entirely new one. Great. Oh my god, it's following someone who's not my villager. What? We do that? Cool. Oh, I upgraded my house. I forgot about that. Wait. That's exciting. I have no idea what room I got though. Oh my god, that looks so bad. Okay, I have to upgrade my house, like, now. Like, I need to go make money. I actually had no idea what I wanted to do with this side room, but Marcel gave me a pretty good present for it. Why does he hate me? Money making was gonna be a bit easier though, because I had CJ on my island to sell fish to, giving me more money than Tommy or Timmy would. And yeah, I totally paid off my loan, instantly upgrading, but there was no way I was actually gonna pay this one back. Seeing Leilani today, she actually let me redo one of my rooms, so I totally took the chance. Hello? Get out of here, frozen room. Now we're a skyscraper room. This one came a lot nicer than the other one, and I utilized something I hadn't really before, which was turning off the lights. Wow, it looks so much better when you turn off the lights. At the end of the day, I ran into Celeste, who was on my island. Oh my god, hello. This is Blather's star-obsessed little sister, so I spent my time wishing on some stars. I also got more appropriate gifts to go in my newly installed room on day 16, so thanks for that, I guess. I also got to pick up some of the stars I wished on yesterday, which totally gave me an idea for a VIP room. I met Lucy on my island who had nowhere to go, so I decided to be a gem and set her up with a VIP room for the day. This actually being the point where I realized my other VIP room didn't save. So I made her a little celestial room. Super basic, but it gives off the vibe it needs to. And that's what matters. At the end of my session, I had absolutely nothing to donate to the museum and got to hang out with Marcel at my house. Look at him sitting by his own present. Day 17 was an uber big maintenance day, as I really wanted to work on getting my carnival area more presentable, but I also got to meet a ton of villagers I have had on previous versions of the game, but also this version. Hello, kid! I am so shocked it allows them to remember you now. Like, what? That's kind of weird. The rest of the day consisted with a bunch of fencing, but also some good balloons as well. Many things came in the mail on day 18. See, I saw people decorate outside the hotel, so it gave me an idea, but it didn't end up being that cute. But you know what was cute? This new outfit I have for myself. Oh my god, it matches the 3.0 hat and everything. First impressions are super important, and if you remembered, I lost Kid and still have not gained a new villager. So we need to go do that. God, there were so many good options. And I have all the villager types, so I could technically get whoever I wanted. I should have got Stitches, let's be real. I absolutely should have got Stitches. I also had my second favorite villager right after. What? Ugh, I can't take you. Who I did take though was Judy. I thought she was a great addition and someone I would never usually take on my island. So to make her feel all welcomed when she arrives, I decided to personalize outside her home a bit. How cute. Okay, I thought her house would be a lot more colorful. But now we have Judy on the island, I guess. As well as all these other cutie little tourists. I bumped into Sylvia, who needed a place to stay. But thankfully, I didn't actually have to make her a VIP room. I could just set her up in a standard room. So she got a pretty good suite. At the end of the day, I went to a mystery island, looting the out of it. Oh my god, I feel awful. But it had resources I didn't have, so thanks. Everyone was pretty excited about the bug off happening today, but I was more excited about Flo on my island. Wow, I can't believe it. Today was mostly filled with my usual dailies, including some flowers for my gradient and new carnival editions. But other than that, the day was pretty dang chill. I had a crisis loading into day 21 because Fang freaked me out. He is on my normal island, so I thought I had logged into the wrong game. After a long time, I finally got one fossil that I could donate, completing an Ankylosaurus. I met another previous villager today. Oh my god, I almost didn't see you, but actually decided today was going to be the day to decorate my bedroom because we have a little date with this thing called my bed. Yes, we finally get to meet Luna, who tells me all about this wonderful dream world and how I can visit other people's dream world. I didn't necessarily have one in mind, so I told her to do whatever she wanted, and that was clearly a horrible idea because, oh my god, I feel awful now. How is this person so rich? What? Like, you don't feel the urge to pick these? I had fun, so I decided to go to another one, but dang, I got distracted by a taco truck. This dog park. Kinda want that in my own town. And how well decorated this house was. Holy sh**, this looks nice. Ending my day by waking up from my sleep. Wow, it's been a long time since it rained. But based on the little note from Luna, I have some new things to explore in the dream world. So, who cares? I did my dailies, getting to donate 2 whole fossils. Guys, we really don't have that much left. Like, this is not a lot. and then finally got to Slumber. This new region is where we can enter Slumber Islands, basically Animal Crossing's creative mode. I got to choose the size of the island I wanted, as well as the map, to then get transported there. You can literally pick up trees, as well as instantly set down stairs or houses, but obviously I got to work on creating a space I might enjoy. And what could that be? A carnival, but like a much cooler one than I have on Cream Soda. That was all I had time for today, so I went to name the island, not having enough space to write Creamy Coconut, and I'm not keeping that one. So we end the day there. I went back in day 23, getting started on the empty spaces of my island, not the beach. Don't ask me about the beach. But I got to make a cute outdoor arcade area and fumble around, mostly up near my house. I knew I wanted a sitting area, but it didn't look as cool as I thought. I just wanted some color, okay? Ending this quick little day by donating and completing a dinosaur and arranging my flower gradient. Was shocked to load into day 24 learning about a fireworks show. Did not know that was happening, but I did indeed log in a bit too early. So I instead talked with a bunch of guests, then set my time a bit later. Showing up at the main plaza, Barbara had a sparkler for me. Thank you! How fun is this? And Red stationed here gives me a bunch of random items to use for a bit of bells. Like this firework. Wow, pretty. Isabel, on the other hand, gives me some cute headwear and the chance to design my own firework. Of course, what do you think I did? Yeah, if you have not subbed, make sure to do that. It took so long, but eventually the fireworks did show up, albeit looking a little but it was definitely a cute way to end the day. Excuse you, what are you thinking about on my title screen? Yep, Kid is back on day 25 with nowhere to stay. Of course, this is my goat, so I wasn't gonna put him in no standard room. We were going to do a modern VIP room. I went with black and gray, leaning into some wood here and there, but ultimately it needed to be super cool for our local celebrity. Though I definitely struggled with the wallpaper, it actually looks really good. And I think Kid loves it. Sadly, my day ended a little upsetting as I was super excited to donate 2 fossils just to realize it was the same dino. Oh, it's the same thing. That's so lame. Yes, the dip was done, I'm aware. What am I missing though? Yeah, what is this? Ah, missing your face? Wow, okay, I didn't know that. Mammoth face, and then the half of the... So I'm missing 3? All of these are done. Oh, no, that one's missing its whole body. Wow, like 4. Ugh. Oh, what have we done with this place already? Ending my day there. During the late day of day 26, I basically used all of my time to decorate the surrounding area of my plaza. I noticed while the fireworks were going off that it just looked bad. So we're fixing that with a bunch of plants, tons of gyroids, and some fencing to finish it off. Day 27 was also late in the day, but besides doing my usual dailies, I wanted to collect the fish for August. If you didn't see that I'm almost done with my fish, yeah, I just have 3 more to collect. The rest are just not in season. The sweet fish was a decently easy river fish to catch, and the ray caught me by surprise because I forgot I even needed it, but the moray eel was another story. So I decided to go to a mystery island to find it, but of course landed on a tarantula island, dying over and over and over again, but I did catch my eel, thank God. Ending my day with quite a few bells from the arachnids. Day 28 was gonna be a fun little day, as I needed to put on new headgear for the occasion. I had to take poor little Teddy to the hotel, but that's exactly where I was gonna go, cause I had a VIP to call in. Minoru is a new addition to the update, and also came with some Zelda-themed items, so I wanted to make her a temple-themed room. Still needed a bed in there though, so it does look a little silly, but the room fits a very green, overgrown vibe, and talking with Minoru, I think she likes it well. To finish off my day, I went back into the Slumber Island to invite some of my favorites in. Surprisingly, but I guess unsurprisingly, they can't talk, but they do wave, so I guess that wraps up my Slumber Island. I did not get to donate anything day 29, so I was angry. But since it was the second to last day, I really wanted to work on all the empty spaces on my island, buying this really expensive harp to help with that. I even used some of my new Zelda items for this area I've been trying to avoid at the corner of my island. Of course, the plants are gonna have to grow later. Still didn't know what to do next to my house, but it's just gonna have to be a golden rose garden, I guess. Next to my airport, I finally came up with an idea for this area, and it's just a little seating spot, but now it houses my mailbox, so it's pretty dang cute. At the end of the day, I gave Isabel a new idea for a flag, and wouldn't you know, it's the best flag ever, ending my second to last day. Day 30. Wow. I jumped ahead in time so a bunch of the foliage would be done growing, but I am pretty dang impressed. Yeah, my fossil RNG is not impressive, but could easily be done if I had a week or two. Same thing with the flowers. I missed all of these and could not get them for some reason. I checked over all of the rooms I had made. Definitely not loving the dreamy room or the luxurious room, but hey, maybe we'll stream redoing some of them. I don't know. We went through so many villagers, so many fish, and had a great time at the end of 60 days spent on this island. So I hope you enjoy all the time we had. I don't think I'll be returning to this island in particular, but please make sure to look out for any of my future uploads. I have a lot of fun videos planned for this year, and definitely don't want you to miss out. So thank you so much for joining me on this New Horizons journey, and I will see you next upload.